Old salt pans, which are currently home for the winter to a flock of about 100 or more flamingos. This morning we're lucky to catch them in flight and roosting over the far side. Above the salt pans is our destination for today, OLTA, where hopefully we shall visit both summits and circle round the back for our return.
Well, my name's Bob Stansfield, I'm leading today, and I'm important because of the illness of Kathy for 6 months. I haven't done any walking, and I haven't taken a walk. But my good friend Morris and Eunice, having got checked quite a lot. The second thing is that being 6 months out of training, you'll have a nice slow climb.
Good, good.
The route starts off the main road up this now defunct short section of dual carriageway, which then turns into a track which zigzags halfway up the mountain, originally put there by developers hoping to build another 10,000 little villas. Luckily, they were denied. Luckily for us, they'd already put the first road in though. We're now nearly 10 minutes into the route and following up the hairpins. It's lovely steep, slow going at this stage. Half an hour into the route and a short break for a drink and a rest in what's possibly the last piece of shade we'll have for the next 2 hours. Our forestry track has now virtually come to its end as far as we're concerned. We're just approaching the bottom of the gully, which goes up between the south and the main summit. There's a little bit of scrambling up the gully. It's relatively steep, and we go into the col at the top. We shall then turn left for the south summit, return to the col, and then go off to the right, over to the main summit. Now come to the small scramble halfway up the gully. There's no problem, only if you're extremely short. The tail end of the party are nearing the top of the gully. In the front half, we've finished with the gully and have reached the ridge in between the two summits. Round. This is where we shall be following later, over those small summits there to the main summit of OLTA, which lies behind them. We should then return our steps, and we should descend this valley that we're looking down now to get to the other side of this mountain. Above it we see Sierra Bernier. Going round to the left we can see three well-known favourite peaks. On the left is Puig Campana, in the centre is Ponoch, and the twin peak upon the right is Sanchet. Continuing round to the left, we look along the ridge that we shall follow in a few moments up to the south summit. South summit is reached, with a tiny scramble to finish it. Returning to the abandoned rucksacks, the party now struggles its way on the next leg up to the old ruined finca.
Well, we've had quite a while. These miners both short hair.
At last we're there, approximately 1 o'clock. Ships? I see no ships, only hardships. Some of the pleasant things about OLTA are the views all around. Here's Montgo. To the right of Montgo we look down upon Marara. And following the coast around from Marara, we come full circle back to Kelpe. Lunch break is over, and the Costa Blanca mountain walkers are on the move. The party is now arriving back at the ruined finca with the well. It's at this point where we make a diversion, and instead of retracing our steps, we go down a valley, straight down towards the coast, and we pick up the Dorset circuit of the mountain, which will take us back to a point near the electricity station where we turned off for the gully. When all 51 have arrived at this point, we shall be on our way again. The track through the pine trees is at this stage very pleasant. Unfortunately it gets somewhat steeper and looser a bit lower down. Good progress is being made down the side of the valley. Our route markers are still in place. We're now down at the finca, at the bottom of the valley.
¿Va a ir al cinema mañana? No, ¿qué tal? No sé. La próxima, cuando hay resfrío, no hay.
Now on one of the nastier, steeper, loose parts of the track down.
Blijf achter het tiktakje hangen.
Every now and again somebody slips and falls.
That's the big idea, man. Yeah.
Smile behind the camera.
And the last three of our party have just come into sight. Kelpie gets closer and closer. The party is split up into 5 or 6 groups now. However, it doesn't matter, as we only follow this track all the way down to our cars. And, of course, the bar. There we are then, route finished. All that remains now is for a quick trip down the road to the nearest bar. And we make our traditional finish in the bar. Instructions for the day.